Hello YouTube, my name is Phlanka and today I'm going to show two new updates that I've added to the DayZ Texture Tools in Blender. So let's head over to Blender now real quick. Oh, I need to switch to my scene. There we go. I've hidden my camera just so you can see the full screen a little bit better. So if we go to your edit and preferences now, inside of the DayZ Texture Tools, you should see this new option here for the image to PAA path. It was already there before because it used to convert the PNGs to PAAs on export. Now there's a new option here. It says import textures with model. So with that, we can go to import your model. Let's do a Glock. That's this one. And you can see import textures up here. If you click that, these are the options you have. You have your color image, your no HQ, which is your normals, your SMDI, which is like your specular stuff, like the metallic and roughness, your emissions, your ambient shadows, and your environment map. So this is the DayZ environment map, so it should get better realistic reflections. So I click import now. It's a lot quicker for me. It might take a little bit longer for you because when you have imported a previous model, it will remember it, and you can clear the images that is saved by going to the add-on again and just clearing this cache down here, because this stores all your downloaded materials or materials that you've applied through here, and also the bigger preview. So if you go into a material like this and preview it, this image here, it originally gets pulled from the server, but that's now in my local storage. So if I click on that one again, it instantly loads there. So you can clear that cache anytime you want if it starts getting too full. But as you can see, we've imported it with the texture. And if you look at the node setup, this is a bug that I need to fix. There shouldn't be two color images in there. But you can see it's imported it all and applied it to a texture for you. And another update that I've added. Let me first create a mask. So I'm going to just add a ramp in here. There's color to this. So I'm just going to create a black and white mask on here to help me with separation of the material. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to apply material to this white one, but keep the original block material on these black parts. So I'm going to add a mix color node, like this, and then add that ramp into the factor. I'm going to change this to red so I can see. So the new material goes on the, I'll try and think. I want to put it like that. So new material on the white, and the original coat on the red. So I'm going to grab the original color and put it into A. And then if I go to up here on the material node now and expand it, I don't want a bamboo one, I'll use one of the Black Ops 6 ones. I use this material here. I'm going to apply, instead of applying material now, sorry, you can add to nodes, so it'll add to your existing material. So I've clicked that, you'll see that you get this, you get this little thing imported here. If you extend the outputs, you get all the outputs of that material we just made. So if I drag this into B, you can see it's added it to there, but it's a bit big at the moment, so I can go to transform and change the scale. Like so, and I can just tweak the mask, make it look a bit more scuffed up, a bit more realistic. Yeah, and then that's ready to export now, as you would normally. And you can also change the color of this, this one. So it's added this. Did it have emission? No, it didn't have emission, but it's just added the color into there. Change it to like a yellow to match it. Yeah, but yeah, there you go, guys. That's the new update. And you can also import multi-material shaders, but I'm still ironing out things like that at the moment. When I say multi-material, I mean like buildings and cars and stuff like that, but there's no export option for multi-materials at the minute, so you have to export them as just basic super shaders. So you can't have the fine control of what DayZ have done. So I'll explain that to you now real quick. It's supposed to be a quick video, but I need to explain what I'm talking about. So I'm going to go back into Blender. I'm going to file, import. Let me import the car and show you. So off-road hatchback's one I was testing. I've got all those textures. I'm going to import the environment as well. So if I import that, give it a second. There you go. So it's imported it all. And you can see on DayZ, normally there's like a single color, but this multi-shader, sorry, has got two of the same color. So I'm going to combine these together. And this one goes into there, this one goes up into B. So normally you'd set like a color for the car, and you can see it affects the entire body of the car. But there's also this macro texture detail map, which is hard to see on there, but I've turned the alpha on. You can see that DayZ uses like an overlaid image on top of their base color to create the final output, which is this. So it uses all these little rusty parts, adds orange to the lights, and just little bits of detail like that. So you can bake this out as a single image just by naming this obviously something better, like the body of the car. And then you can also add decals to these. So for the details, for example, you can make this a nice little, let's have a look at the decals. So we can make it a Bentley if we wanted to. So I'm just going to scale that down. It's not a Bentley, but you get the idea. And also you scroll your mouse wheel to change the depth of the image projection, because if it's too high, it'll start applying it to the back seat as well. You can see it down there a little bit. So again, if you go too high in the start, you can change the depth in here as well. You can see, like that. So then you can just bake this out as a new car seat texture. You can obviously change the color of these as well. So obviously I'm not going to do it now because it'll take too long, but you get the gist of it. You can import the DayZ models with their materials now, and they look pretty decent. They look how it looks in DayZ, because as you can see in the background, the environment map that's imported from DayZ, this is the one that's used in game. So hopefully you like this new update, and if you have any bugs or issues, do let me know in my Discord in the help section, or in a ticket if it's an issue that involves your license, for example. I don't want people publicly posting their license data on the help section, but the help section is pretty useful if I'm sleeping, because I'm the only person that answers tickets. So if you need instant help with a bug, try and ask in the help section. If I'm awake, I'll answer you. If I'm not awake, someone else will probably answer you. Again, thank you again for watching this 7-minute long video of a quick update. I hope you enjoy using the import cleanup now. I don't know how to sign out. Have a good day, guys.